to kind of get this going. But I do want to share this with you guys. This is not a company-wide thing. The company is coming out with the rep app. I don't know when it's going to be ready. I'm actually involved in that process. But I've been using this already. This company, Rapid Funnel, is the company that builds these apps. Rank Up is the name that I call it for, because we all want to rank up. So that's why you see it's called Rank Up. But the company that built it is Rapid Funnel. They specifically do it for network marketing. I met them through a few contacts that I trust very well. I've vetted them out. The owner actually came to the View in Las Vegas. The owner, his name is Patrick, actually purchased the position from Dan Stamen when Dan Stamen retired from prepaid legal over 14, 15 years ago. So everything's all connected. And I've always wanted to have, and same with Shush and a lot of us, we've always wanted to have an app where we could just prospect, track things, have funnels, just operate everything from a mobile phone, because heck, we're in a travel business, man. We got to be able to operate from our phone and have a phone-based business and start running, grow a business from our phone. So that's the genesis of this. But it's my brain in here. It's world venturized, right? It's the collective knowledge from tweaks from different leaders and Shush and just everybody as we do things. So, but before I hand it back over to Shush, right now, what I'm, in addition to me building my World Ventures business and then obviously being a father and a husband, the kids and all this stuff, I'm in the process of getting some of these tools translated into several different languages, getting voiceovers, all this stuff. So it's getting a little bit kind of crazy. So what I want to ask you guys is, you guys, let's say if you want to use the app, it's $1 for like 30 days or whatever. Consider yourself a piece of a case study. And what we're looking for right now is people that are successfully using the app. We want you to be exposing 3 to 5 people a day, doing it, because we want to get success stories of speed, of velocity, of people duplicating. And now after Shush talks for a little bit, I'll talk to you about kind of what I'm doing with my new people. That's kind of what we want to hear. What we don't want to hear right now, and you could give it to Shush if you want. I just don't. My bandwidth is getting really, really crowded right now. I don't want any other suggestions or ideas yet. I think those are very, very valuable. But run them to Shush. Let Shush kind of filter them out, and then he'll filter them to me. Okay? Because what's happening is, I get a lot of people that are like, hey, I like this video. I like that video. Can we stick that video in there? Can we stick that video? All of a sudden, we have a gazillion resources, and the new person that just wants to prospect their friends, they don't know what to do first because there's too many videos. We all have the curse of knowledge because we've been around for a while. There's several videos that we've seen. We like a lot of different videos. But right now, there's some pretty good resources in there under follow-up that you guys will learn about. But the main thing is getting someone, exposing their new people immediately, helping people get their 4 and their 6 immediately within 48 to 72 hours. Because what would that look like if your team is getting their 4 and their 6 within their first 48 to 72 hours? I mean, that's exciting duplication. So I say all that to say this. I appreciate you guys hopping on here too. And Shush, I'm going to hand the microphone back over to you.
That's awesome. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, I mean, obviously this is a power tool for me that you add into the mix. If you're already getting mad results, keep doing what you're doing and then just add this in, because this is a great way of organizing prospects. And as you'll see, as I show you some of these features, and again, just keep it simple, okay? So first of all, I'm just going to show you how you can add your contacts. So you see, when I click on contacts in the bottom right corner, I've added a bunch of contacts, and some of these people I haven't even reached out to yet, okay? But essentially, if I go back to the home screen, like clicking on the top right-hand corner, and right in the middle, middle bottom, you've got the person with the plus. So if I click on that, this is where you can add contacts. So you can either add contacts manually, or you can import them for you from your phone. So in the top right hand corner here, if I click on the import, okay, this says I want to access your contacts, then it will list all your phone contacts. So let's say, for example, let's just pick a couple of people. Let's go, right, this person, and this person, right? Okay. So I select the contacts that I want to import, and then I just click import on the top right hand corner. Successfully imported 3 contacts. Okay, right? So now this is where the magic happens, guys, right? So you can basically send a link inviting people to have a look, okay, a sizzle. So I tend to use basically there's something called a sizzle video, right? And just remember this, if you're on the basic version, you won't see all the resources. You have to be on the premium version to see the resources, okay? So, and that you can trial, I believe, for $1 for 30 days. If you put your credit card in, okay, to start getting billed $15 a month, $14.99 a month, in a month's time, you can have a trial for $1 for a month, 30 days, okay? So let's say I pick this person here, Adam, okay, in Northampton, right? And I want to invite him to have a look at a video, right? So I go on here, okay, and you see you got opportunity, invite, sizzle videos, and then see the top one, message from Jefferson, right? So so say that person is on WhatsApp, right? I can literally go on WhatsApp, okay, and just click on WhatsApp, and it will open up WhatsApp. And let me find Adam, Northampton, next. And you see it's created a message already, right? And what I'm going to do is I can edit this message, obviously in WhatsApp, because this is WhatsApp. So I will just, hang on, edit that, remove card, okay? So check out this. Now,
yeah, they're editing that too, because obviously card doesn't make sense, so they're editing that.
Yeah. So one thing that I would actually recommend you to do, okay, if you want better results and more response, me personally, if you are close to that person, you know them well, is to either give them a quick call. Hey, Adam, it's Shush. Listen, I'm sending you something on WhatsApp. Make sure you click on the link and check out what I'm going to send you. You're going to love it. Something like this. And if you don't want to call them, send them an audio message before you do this. Yeah. You will get better results and better conversion if you send them at least an audio message so they can hear a little bit of your excitement. And then you just go send. Okay. I'm not going to click send because obviously Adam's already in the team, right? Okay. But you see how quickly, literally within seconds, I was able to pull up a contact and send them a link. Now, here's another.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Shush. I mean, just piggyback on how important it is to create that rapport or to warm up the rapport again with people that you text and you talk to on a weekly or daily basis. It's just really important that you get a couple volleys back and forth, like, hey, man, what's up? Hey, nothing much. What's going on? So how's work today? And just a little bit of small talk rapport, a couple of different volleys back and forth, and then go in for the, hey, man, if I sent you a link, would you watch it? Hey, I'm working on something new. I'm excited about it. I don't know if it's for you or not. If I sent you a 2-minute link, would you watch it? Something like that after a couple of texts back and forth, because you don't want to just blast it out with a one-way thing. You want to get a little bit of volley back and forth, like they're home. You knocked on the door. Oh, they're home. Okay, good. And we have a little volley, and then because it's all about engagement. That score on the home page of your deal. You want to keep it above 70%. That's your engagement score, because if it's not above 70%, what's happening is you're sending out resources, but you're not engaging you're not wetting the whistle enough to get them to want to click on it. So that means it's a little spammy. We got to get more rapport. So network marketing 101 is still in effect. Everything we teach it with trainings on everything is still in effect. This is just a super tool in order to speed up the sales process.
Absolutely. So again, let's say, for example, okay, you had someone on Facebook and you didn't have their phone number, mobile number, and you didn't have their email address, right? So what you can also do is you can send them a message on Messenger. So again, I'd warm them up first on Messenger, getting permission to send them a link, okay? And then, again, I'm going to go to the same video, the message from Jefferson, click on the share button, okay, which is the third button, and then click on Messenger. And then you can search your contact, okay? So let's just put, okay, let's choose this guy here, Adam. Click cancel at the top. And you see, again, it's created the message at the top. Now, one thing that I forgot to tell you earlier is that every time you do this, it creates what's known as a trackable link, individual to that person, right? So when you send that message, as soon as they click on that message, okay, like if you, let me say I go on here, and then you go to activity log, it will tell you when people have clicked. It will send you a notification when people have clicked. It will show you the percentage of a video that has been watched. So, and again, what the system will do, if I go home, where you've got the red 3 at the moment, that shows you who your hot prospects are. So you've got your contact list, but you've got a hot list as well. So these are people who are clicking on the links, watching the information. So they're the ones you know to follow up, okay? So so this is like amazing, right? So the other thing is if you have a conversation with someone and say, look, I'm going to send you some information via email, okay? So if you've got a contact that's got an email, like let's say, let me just find someone here. So this is actually my sister. You see, email is in here, right? So what you can do is you can assign them to a campaign, right? So actually, let me just see. So you see here where it says active campaign not assigned. If I click on that, and I click on that, and I go assign, then you will be assigned to a series of emails. So basically, the first email will say, "Hey, Rash, you know, I want to send you some information, and just click on this link just to confirm that you got this email and to confirm your email address." And then basically, what happens is they get assigned to a campaign, right? So this is the campaign, and it has got all these different messages that will go out to that person automatically. The system will send that person out with links going to a page where they can see a webinar, okay, and there'll be a join now button. I mean, it's incredible. So let me actually show you, right? So if I go on to the resources and go opportunity, invite. So, you know, like let's say, for example, someone opens up that Sizzle video link, okay? Then this is what they basically see. It's just a 2-minute video from Jefferson, right? I can't do sound because I'm doing the phone sharing, but essentially this will sort of, you know, whet their appetite. And the response from this that I've seen so far has been incredible. And Jefferson's at the end says, look, so during the video, it says your friends invited you to have a look. When you've got the app, see at the top, it says hello from your name. Okay, so when you register from the app, that will populate your name at the top. And then when you click on show me more, then it will take them to a 23-minute webinar, okay? And that webinar not only talks about the product, the Dream Chips product, so it's like a presentation. Not only does it talk about the business and the pay plan, but it also talks about the system, right? So one of the most common questions people ask when they see our business and opportunities, like, can I do this, right? And this talks about this exact system. It's got success stories, testimonials, and if they click on get started now, it gives you, it will give them your ID, which they just copy, okay, and they click on join now, and then they paste your sponsor ID. Oh, sorry. So they just paste your sponsor ID in here to sign up. Okay. So is that cool? Right. So, hang on, let me just go back up.
So Shush, while you're going back to that, what's important to know is that the most popular funnel software out there is a company called ClickFunnels. Russell Brunson is the owner of that. I've met him several times. That's $97 a month to have 3 funnels, and you have to build them. You have to put the ad copy. You got to do all that, and they're pretty easy to build. But then you've got to have the right videos in there. And then if you want unlimited funnels, it's $297 US a month. So what's cool about this is for $1 for 30 days, you get a chance to use all these funnels, but it's only $14 a month. It's allowing you my marketing brain I put into this, and then also the best practices that the Rapid Funnel, there are other companies. I get ideas. They'll tell me, hey, this one company's doing these things, or they're doing this kind of contest, or doing this kind of stuff. So I get ideas from that we can apply over here. So it's really priceless information that we're getting access to, and priceless technology. So I just want to put that in perspective, because a lot of people could easily say, well, it's another monthly fee or whatever. But no, you don't have to do this. Like, you don't need this. But for me, I need it, because I've got so many prospects I'm talking to. There's no way I can keep everything organized. And, I would be so bold as to say, if you don't need it if you're not talking to enough people, but you definitely need it if you are talking to enough people, because you have to be reminded. You could set reminders that integrate to your calendar, who to follow up with, all these different things. It's just something that I personally need. And I think a lot of us do, because we want to build these massive teams. So it's a good problem to have, is that you need organization, and this thing does that. So I just wanted to kind of put that in perspective, that all the softwares that are out there for internet marketers, literally I spend over $1,000 a month on Infusionsoft, funnel software, all these other things that I added up, and that's not duplicatable for the masses, but all that's in here, for $14 a month. It's a heck of a good deal. And so, and obviously that's why we're doing this webinar, to show you, because, we finally have a tool like this.
Yeah, awesome. And just on that, what you just said, Jefferson, I'll show them the funnels actually. Yeah. Because they are incredible. So if you go on here, go to opportunity, okay, invite, and then go to inbound marketing here, right? So there's a couple of things on here. So first of all, you can actually send people to this page, and this is, forbidden.
They're literally, I was on a 2-hour webinar with the project manager. So they're moving some things around. That's what's happening, because the reason, like the inbound marketing part, I think we're going to keep that there, but they're having the 2 surveys. One of them is going to be linked. It's just going to be by itself, and the other survey is going to be linked to a funnel. So after they finish the survey, it takes them through a funnel. So that's kind of what you might be encountering right now.
Right. So
clicking on stuff.
So that's cool. So the funnel, the entrepreneur assessment is it's a survey where it asks people how many times you travel, like how much you spend on travel, like, do you spend more than 2,000? Do you do at least one trip? So what it's done is it's like pre-qualifying people. So this is a great funnel for people who love to travel. Okay. So they're just working on it at the moment, as Jefferson said. But also you got the web capture page. So let me just show you this. So again, this is a link that you can send, through when you're sending resources to your contacts. So it's got like a little teaser video, 2 minutes, and they're required to put in their name. And once they put in their name, they're added automatically to your contacts, and then they're taken to the webinar as well. So this is really, really cool. Okay. So
I'll jump in while you're going to the next piece. Okay. So guys, if you don't do inbound marketing and you don't know how to do traffic stuff, I wouldn't worry about the web capture page. I would just use get the contacts in your phone, into this app. And then since you already know the contact, they don't need to be captured anymore. Right. Because sometimes it's a little redundant if your friend is sending you a capture page for them to put their information in again, right? Because you've already got it. So most of you probably will not be using the capture page unless some of you have done marketing and you understand that whole world. That's fine. But for most of us, you'll be using the contacts that you already know that are in your app, right? And then you'll be sending them the resources from the contact record. You have to send the resource from the contact record because it creates a unique link that every time they click or do anything, it reports back their activity log. So Shush, could you show them? Well, actually, keep on going to the funnels if you want, but at the next piece, if you can, just show them. Go to a contact and click on their activity log, so they could see all the stuff that prospect has done, what they've clicked on, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So here we go. I mean, basically, this is where you will see everything that that person has done. Okay. It will show up on the activity log for that particular prospect. So I'll just also add that what Jefferson was saying about the inbound marketing. So where you would use that is like, for example, if you've got prominent social media, the profile link on your Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. So it's like you're not going to get a lot, but occasionally if you've got an attractive profile, then people may just go look you up and click on your link, okay, and fill in the lead capture page and you capture a lead that way, yeah. But again, as Jefferson said, if you're not driving a lot of traffic to your social media pages, etc., then don't worry about it, because I mean that's like, man, I mean that's years of like years of learning on how to drive traffic. Okay, so the next thing is, I mean, as far as the resources go, there's something called follow up. Okay, so let's just see.
It's under enroll, yeah, under enroll.
Okay, so there's some brilliant videos on here. So let's say, for example, you've got someone that you send the initial link to, and obviously they're showing up as a hot prospect. Maybe you call them up, and they tell you, you ask them like, would you like best? Was there any questions? And they ask you, well, how do you make money, right? So you can basically go on how you get paid, and then obviously do the share, and you can share that link to that person, and basically when they click on that link, bang, you got a compensation plan video, right? Likewise, if let's say, for example, you're dealing with a networker, right? Okay, then you can send them the Gumball presentation. Click on that share, either put it on WhatsApp or Messenger or text. You can do SMS as well. Bang, we'll send them to a link with the Gumball presentation, with the watch webinar underneath link, with the join now link as well. So I mean, like, it's crazy. This is crazy good, right? Okay. And then you may have someone who gives you the pyramid scheme objection. So we've got that funny video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's definitely worth checking out, where it's like a cartoon, explanation of what pyramids are, right? Okay. So again, very, very cool. So all this stuff is there. So like, you can send them to youshouldbehere.com, again, direct link, okay, from the app as a follow-up, okay. So young adults, so I mean, all this is like additional stuff that you can send to people, which is, I'm telling you guys, this is like, so often, you've got to have a whole bunch of links on your notes, and you've got to copy and paste and set. Here you can just check the box, click on the share button, and then you can instantly share it on like, multiple things, right? Literally go, okay, let's say enroll, follow up. Let's say we got stories here, share, and you can basically share that on SMS, email, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Messenger, right? All these things. So, I mean, guys, this is like, I should imagine it's like thousands and thousands of investment has gone into developing this app. Okay, so this is just awesome. So Jefferson, is there anything else that I have missed? I mean, they're the main things for me. But is
Yeah,
there?
those are the main things. If you don't mind, click on that Sprint to United button right there, the big one at the bottom. Okay, so guys, this is a leaderboard right here, and the way this whole thing is built and set up, the way this whole thing is built and set up, you can run contests for specific group codes. Okay. So the thing is that right now we're just kind of making a general leaderboard. So right now you could see, who is exposing and who has the most engaged prospects. So it's not just exposing, it's who's got the most engaged prospects. So you're sending out resources to prospects, but they're actually clicking on stuff for a certain period of time as well. Because the longer they watch stuff, the more points they get. So it looks like, Cindy Cook is number one, and we've got David Lewis there, so that's cool. So we got people that are exposing. So it's always kind of a cool way to brag, and people can see you on the leaderboard. But as this evolves, there's some limitations where, because we're not a company install, this is a team-driven thing, which is driven by group code. Group codes cost money, and so if certain people want their own group code, that starts to escalate. And so I've been covering that for the people that are in the thing. And so right now the group codes are mainly separating languages right now. Okay. I know that you guys are on CTSEUR for Europe, but obviously Europe has multiple languages. But what we're starting to do now, and what I had my webinar with my project manager over there at Rapid Funnel, is we're going to start segmenting group codes by language. So the languages that you need show up when you need them. Like if you're prospecting someone in French or Spanish, and things like that. So right now, the main languages I'm doing right now is obviously English. We have Spanish, French, Japanese, Korean, and Chinese, just because I have leaders in those languages that are helping me translate. And I've hired some voiceover people to do some voiceovers. Some leaders are doing them, but I'm doing some voiceover people too. So it's not like leader, it's kind of what we call a leader agnostic. It's not a leader's voice, because some people have opinions about certain leaders or whatever. I just kind of wanted to kind of like not deal with that. So anyways, so that's the stuff that I'm working on right now, guys. But right now, this is a leaderboard that runs to the end of March 31st. So it's a cool way to show people, hey, where are you at on a leaderboard? You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of make it a game, make it a fun thing to get on the leaderboard, to see your name up there and see how far you can go up and do that. So that's one thing. We'll have other contests in there as well as we grow this. But this is something that really drives activity as well, when we're having certain contests tied to this kind of leaderboard. Or if you set a goal, you have a goal of 50 or 10 people in a month to expose, or whatever it is, we'll have that kind of stuff. We can have multiple award things in here as well. So anyways, yeah, Shush, that was really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So go ahead, buddy.
Let me just stop the share, because I know that we got Nikolai. Nikolai is on. Just hold on one second. So Nikolai, as you saw, is number 2 on that leaderboard, and he's already sponsored 2 people using the system. Nikolai,
what's up, guys? What's up?
Yeah. So, bro, I mean, obviously, you've been blown away by this app. We've had several conversations about it. Just if you just share with people exactly what you've been doing.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's just like a blessing gift about this app. I was trying 2 years ago to learn from a Russian guy how to create this funnel. And I started to do my own videos. I started to do like a landing page and all this stuff. So when I seen the application, I already knew what's the process and how this should work. And I was just blown away, you know what I mean? I started straight away to to work on that. So yeah, as Jefferson mentioned, it's really important to start the conversation and warm people up before you start doing the sizzles and inbound marketing. So it's just amazing. I got already like 6 hot contacts, and I have like two setup meetings for sign up just in a couple 3 days, just because of the application. And people who are like following me on Facebook, they see that I'm doing something, but I couldn't get to them like to invite properly and to do a one-on-one presentation. So I did them through funnel. But when I see that they have good reaction and they start to move from normal list to the contact list, I straight away call them and I engage them already naturally and trying to build a relationship like by the phone and telling my stories, telling my excitements and all my results and setting up a meeting for like, face to face and get them started as well. So it's very important. Like when you see that people are following and getting more engaged, just call them and build a relationship with them. That's what I'm doing, and it's working amazing. So if they like it, you can feel that from how much they are engaged. So they already know you. They already it's from your name. So when they call you, there's like they are happy that and they have questions. So they ask you questions, and it's just absolutely amazing. And there is as well some things that, like for example, I would suggest when you add contacts, would be great if you have select all and just add all the contacts over there. You know what I mean? Because then you have to go one by one. So Jefferson, if you can get this as a note, like if you to add all the contacts, like select all and just add them on the app. And then step by step you can do one. Because I got so excited and I wanted to put all my contacts from the phone and just run to them one by one. And because we are in Ireland, we have the event now. We already have like over 80 something people booked from our team. Like I'm at director level, but I just want to go high this year. That's it. No more gaming.
Okay, that's fantastic. So I think if you selected all, I mean, nowadays people have like thousands of contacts in their phone. I think it will blow the system up. Okay. So.
No, it took, I select all. I went from A to Z and I just upload all the contacts in the application, and it took around like 10 minutes to upload, but all the contacts went into the app. So okay. Just, it
That's
took
great.
1 hour to select individually all the contacts, like to press on each button, but it's worth it. And now like I'm working every day on that, so I will be always number one on that. So
okay. So Jefferson, do you want to sort of also share like sort of how other people are getting success with the app, exactly what they're doing?
Yeah, I mean it's very similar. I think once again, network marketing 101 is still in effect. Once you get someone that's highly engaged, they're looking at a lot of stuff. Hey, get them on a three-way call with your upline, your enroller, your teammates, whether cross-line or whoever you're running with. Make sure that you still use third party. Okay, that's still important. But what I love about this is you're not wasting your time with people that are not interested. You're only spending time with people that are interested. I mean, this is as close to as everyone's wearing a green baseball cap, right? And you just talk to the people that are, spend more time with people that are wearing the green baseball cap versus the red baseball cap, right? And so that's how this is. And so the biggest pitfall in network marketing is spending too much time with the wrong person. And so this allows you to sift through, because think about the working wife or mom and the working dad or father or husband or whatever. They come home from work. There's not a meeting, there's not a local meeting, or the local meeting's 2 hours away. So they only have 2 hours after dinner and deal with the kids' homework and all this stuff. They only have 90 minutes to work the business. Guess what? They want to look in their app, see who's clicking on stuff, and only talk to the people that are engaged. So they're actually more productive in that 90 minutes than they were driving 2 hours to a meeting, 2 hours back. Yeah, they put 8 hours in the business, but not really 8 hours worth of work. You know what I'm saying? So this allows that efficiency to be there so you can get more done, because right now with, $150 US price point, we need to go faster. We have to go faster if you want to be able to cycle faster and build that residual and all of that. And so, I see a lot of people still going the same pace, even though the price point's different. It needs to be 2, 3, 4 times as fast, right? And this allows us to do it. And so that's really important. But when I get a new person started, then I'll kind of wrap up with this. When I get a new person started, I don't have them download the Dream Trips app or anything else yet. That's maybe the next day. Okay, I'm talking about the very first day. I ask 2 questions. I go, all right, so welcome to the team. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Do you want to make a little bit of money or a lot of money? Most people say a lot, right? Do you want to make it fast or make it slow? Well, of course, they want to make it fast. I say, great. Here's what you do. Download this app, put this group code in, Okay. I kind of walk it through right there. Okay. Yes, I have it downloaded. All right. So we're going to go through and you're going to find your top 20 to 30 VIP contacts. They're hungry. They have a lot of desire. They have a pep in their step. They're a go-getter. Don't prejudge. Let's just fill in the squares and let's get 20, 30 people in here. If it's 35, that's fine. If they like to travel, cool, but we're looking for business builders right now. This is a lot of money really fast, right? So we got to get them importing. And then I start making small talk and build rapport, go back and forth, get them on that sizzle, and then get them through the funnel. And then we start doing 3 ways with them and stuff like that. And so, I had one guy named Victor. He's done some network marketing before. In 2 days, he got his 4. So we're starting to get some stories like that because we're just now really kind of getting this out to people now. And so what I see happening in all of our teams that really apply this, and once again, guys, if what you're doing is working, keep doing that, but do this with new people that you get on board, like your next new person. But here's what I see happening. I see stories like this. Hey, my name is so-and-so, I just got on board. I got on the system, and within my first 48 hours, I waived my fees. My first 72 hours, I earned a profit. This thing is awesome. I'm going on my next dream trip next month. Boom. Like that's the kind of stories you want to have happening, rapid fire. Made my money back in 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. My first week, made my money back. That's what we got to get going is the cadence and the speed of these stories. Then we get them recorded, just like Nikolai, when you just kind of shared there. I want to get you on a story on video, and then I can clip a bunch of these stories together and play them at the end of a webinar. Because getting everybody live for a webinar is tough sometimes for testimonies. It's like herding cats, But if I can get everybody on a video clip sharing their 45-second story, I can then, paste them to my slides and share all that at the end, right? But that's what I see happening. And the other tweak that's real important, if you watch my webinar that's in there, is the webinar talks about product, business, system. That is the missing piece I feel that's happening in World Ventures as a whole right now, is we're not having this system conversation inside the presentation, because in people's heads, they're thinking, okay, how do I build this? I like it. I want to travel. I want to make money. How do I build it? But all of a sudden in the presentation, you're saying, all right, so how do you build this thing? Well, here's what you do. You download this app. We teach you, you text this, you do this, you do that, give them a little bit of tutorial inside the presentation of how they're going to build it. And I do that in that webinar. So watch that webinar and you'll it's just a little bit different. It's the same presentation we always give, but it's just a little bit different because I'm talking about the system inside of it. So that is the only other thing we need to do. If we're going to be doing live Zooms, specifically with this team right here, is you might do a live Zoom for the rest of World Ventures, but when you do a live Zoom for this team, you're showing the app and you're showing them how they're going to build it over the next 48, 72 hours to get going. And then you have another live webinar and 2 hours later or the next day, we just keep on moving it. It's because once we start this treadmill, we got to keep on going because there's a lot of people waiting on us so we can give events and create events for them to duplicate, right? So that's my gist there is you got to be thinking right now, the system has to be explained inside the presentation now because people are always wondering, how do I build this? And a lot of people are turned off by network marketing because they think they got to drive 2 hours to a meeting, 2 hours back. Nothing wrong with that. We still need meetings. That's the glue. That's the relationship building. But what do people do in the meantime? What do they do between the Thursday meetings? What do they do between the Saturday meetings? I don't know. Now they have a tool to do that with.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing. Just before, sorry, Nikolai, quickly, yeah?
Yeah, just one thing what I want to say as well. I wake up out of sleep because they try to do that with previous system that we had, and now they getting excited and they activating their accounts back, and they just want to run again, to do with this way because they like the idea, they like the system. And as well, one experience that I got, I one point through the lady and she says that's not for me, and she gave me 5 contacts, and from those 5 contacts I got 2 hot contacts that I'm meeting them tomorrow.
That's awesome. Yeah,
dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, so here's the thing. There's 2 things that I just want to add. Number one is that this absolutely makes it so simple for anyone to do the business, okay? And where people had the fears of picking the phone up before, making the calls, where people had the fear of following up or not following up, where people had the fear of like, oh, I'm going to do presentations, man, it's all taken away, because all they're doing is pointing people, sharing links, obviously warm them up, share links, okay? Very, very simple. Now, here's the other thing, and I got this years and years and years ago, right? I want you to imagine this, right? You can literally send 5 invitations a day with this in less than 10 minutes, right? But let's say you had 10 people in your team sending out 5 links a day, right? Now you have 50 links going out, right? Let's say you had 20 people sending 5 links. Now you got 100 exposures happening via the app every day, 700 in a week. Do you think you're going to get some results, right? For sure. I mean, let's say your team was 100 people sending out 5 links a day, 500 exposures happening, right? This is what you call pure leverage, pure systemed leverage. When you understand that, man, I'm telling you, this is the reason why I'm excited. Because, you know, I had a similar kind of system, which was just an email-based system previously in my first company. But this with app and obviously, you know, the way now we communicate, this is incredible. So the last thing that I'm going to share is like, where do you, you know, obviously, how do you get the app? Okay. So very, very simple, guys. If you go to this site, which is rapidfunnel.com/World Ventures, right? rapidfunnel.com/World Ventures. So it does say it's a 3-day trial, but if you sign up for the premium for $1, it's a 30-day trial, right, Jefferson?
Yep.
Okay. And just remember that the code, so the group code is CTS, okay, and you can also put a second group code, which is CTSEUR. So obviously, if you want to market in the US and Europe, then you can put 2 group codes in, okay? So
yeah, and you could show them. You could show them real quick. Can you pull up your phone again?
yeah, hold on one second.
I wanted to navigate. You're pulling up your phone, Shush?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so go to Rapid Funnel and then go to the bottom. See the bottom right where it says dots, those dots. Okay, so then you click on settings and then you scroll down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where you add the group codes. You click add group code and you type those in after you do the CTS. So do CTS first when you're registering, and then you're going to add, after you type it in, you have to hit the plus sign next to it. So it adds it. So just FYI, that's how you get there. You click on the bottom right-hand corner, click on settings, and that's how you add more group codes in addition to the CTS.
Okay, awesome. Okay, guys, I think that's a wrap. Thank you massively, Jefferson, for coming on. That was awesome. Okay.
You bet.
For everyone. I mean, guys, did anyone have any questions? Because obviously there's a lot of information there. We'll just throw out for 3 questions. Anyone got any questions? Or are we all good?
Yes, one question. Is it possible to personalize this application with my own videos on that app, on my particular app?
No.
Even
Yeah,
if I
Here's what you do, because that gets into tens of thousands of dollars for you. You know what I'm saying? So here's what you do, because this is what I did. My Instagram link from my Instagram profile, it has a link. Like when someone clicks on it, it goes to my landing page, not Rapid Funnel, my landing page with a video of me talking. Okay. Then when I get them to click the button, when they click the button, then it takes them over to the Rapid Funnel landing capture page. So now I'm in rapid funnel land. So you could still use your technology, your landing page technology, to have your video, your intro video with that. Does that make sense?
So let me
I got
add to that. What that's called is a wrapper video, right? And the purpose of the wrapper video, right, is for you to build rapport with your visitors, right? So it's telling your story in 60 seconds. You know, I was here and then I found this, and this is how it's changed my life. And I'm looking for some people that I'm going to help, da, da, da. You can go watch Jefferson's video from his Instagram and you'll see exactly, and you just model that. And then you'd have a learn more button underneath. Understand? So that's I mean, obviously it's more complex for most people. For most of you guys, it doesn't apply, but you know, that is something that you can do as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the simple version. That's a simple version. Just take them to your landing page, and that landing page takes them to the rapid funnel landing page, and then they opt in there.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
It just adds a little personalization. So,
yeah.
Any other questions, everyone? So, are you cool? Are you good? So CTS, CTSEUR.
Yeah.
Right?
So just to repeat again, guys, don't go public and say, oh, World Ventures has a new app and make this big announcement. You guys just use it for you to generate case studies. We need success stories, just like Nikolai just shared. We need more of that. So keep it to yourself. You know, if there's people that want to know about it, that's fine. But this is about you creating new lines of lineage, you creating new duplication in y'all's teams, okay? Because what happens is I've already had it. I've had several leaders in different teams text me saying, hey, explain this to me. It's like, I don't have time. I don't have time to explain this to everybody. I could be on calls all day just explaining the app. You know, I just can't do it. So I guess my point is let's not, it's kind of like this. Not every picture we take needs to be posted, right? So everything that we're excited about doesn't need to be posted yet. Okay. So y'all just use it for you and your new teams that you're creating right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So
it just creates less work for me. I don't have to deal with everybody asking me questions about all this because they want to. It's just like we just want to get more case studies because it's the jury's still out on whether the company is going to use it as an upgrade or whatever it is. But the good thing is that I've gotten the green light to just continue to do it without compliance or anybody breathing down my neck, which is awesome. It allows us to create traction and case studies and success, and I think it's a good thing.
Okay, so I'm going to kill the recording now.